You're welcome to my channel Mindset Academy, where we want to solve the problem that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen. And the question says, using the third angle projection, draw the given plan view of the bearing below and replace the given front elevation by a sectional front elevation on AA. Add a sectional end view on BB. So the first thing you just have to do before saying anything here is just to reproduce that figure that is displayed on the screen. So let's do that and see. So I'll take this and I'm going to draw an horizontal line this way. Hope you can see that. Then on that horizontal line, I'm going to measure 10 millimeter away from it, right? In this manner. So you just bring it down. You measure 10. You just bring it down, or any given distance, you just measure this. Can you see that? So, and also I can also measure, this is where they meet. So I'll measure 10 away from here and 10 away from here this way. So I'll bring this down to, I'll come here also, I'll do the same thing too. Hope you can see that. And from this point, I'll measure 10 from here and 10 from here too. Then I'll draw the line across this point in this manner, and across this point in this manner. And I should extend this a little bit. So this is what we have here. Let me bring it down. Hope you can see that. So this is the first thing you do. So we've gotten 4 quadrants. Now start with the elevation here. The entire length of the elevation is given to be 214, meaning from this end to this end. So I'm going to measure the 214 out first. So I can use whatever, if I should start from anywhere, that's what I want to do. If I start from anywhere, let's say I'm starting from 1, from this point here, right? So if you calculate it, is from the 1 means 0 to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, then 214 here. Hope you can see that because I'm starting from 1. Right? And the height here is given to be 56. So I'll measure a height of 56 from here. From this point here to from 0 to 56 here. Hope you can see that. And I'll use it to form a box in this manner. Hope you can see that. Now the next thing is to get the center of this figure. Alright, so let's get the center of this figure. So of measuring half of it, which is 107, I'll just take my instrument and join the diagonals. When I do this, center can fall around here. Right, so I'll now draw my vertical line from this point downward. So it means that from here to here should be 107. From this center point here, I'll measure 40 to the left and 40 to the right. This is 40 here and this is 40 here, because the radius is what? Is 40. That's I'm measuring 40 at both sides. So I will now connect it from this end, straight line, to this end, another one. Then I'll close here up this way, and I'll close here up this way. Hope you can see that. So we proceed. So the hidden one inside is the hidden line you see inside is the diameter of the inner circle, and that is given to be diameter of 40, meaning the radius is what? Is 20. So I'll come here also and measure a radius of 20. This is 20 here, another 20 here, and I'm going to draw my hidden line at that point. Right? So put my center line at the center here. That is one long one, short, long, short, long, short, long. Hope you can see that. So we'll move forward. Also horizontally, there's a center line. So let me do that center line here at this point. We have long, short, long, short, since it is symmetrical. Can you see that? And the thickness of this other part you see is given to be 50. So I'll measure 25 up and down. So from 0, this is 25 here, and then another 25 here. So I'll just draw my line, faint lines first. Can you see that? And I'll come here too. I'll do the same thing. Hope you can see that. Then after that, the radius of all the edge you see here is given to be what? Radius of 6, right? It is you call it a fillet. So I'm going to use that radius of 6 in everything we have there. So what I'll do is you measure 6 on your instrument here, right? And you place it at this end here. So you strike an arc here, and strike another one here. You come here, you strike. You come here also, you strike. You do the same thing here too. Strike an arc here, strike here too. You come here, you strike. You come here, strike another one here again. So where they meet, you get the fillet. Can you see that? You come here also, I'll do the same thing too. Right? I'll come here, do the same thing. You measure 6, 6. You come here, you strike an arc. You come here, strike another arc. You come here, do the same thing too again. 6, 6. You come here, you strike an arc. Turn the other point to strike another arc. So where they meet here, so let's do that and see. You place it here, and you have this. And the one here is just very small, it's 3. I don't really have to just stress myself here. It's too small. 3 and 3, 3. So I can just bring this here. Right? So here also can be thickened. And I'll close it up. Can you see that? So let's proceed. Now to get to this two next end here, right? What we're going to do is from the center we'll measure 75 to the left and 75 to the right. Why? Because the distance from the center to this center point here is 75. Are we together? So let's do that. So measure 75 from here. So I can easily just take my compass and my instrument here and I'll measure 75. From 0, this is 75 here. And I'll place it here. I'll mark 75. And I'll mark another 75. Can you see that? So to be from this point, I will now measure 10 to the left and 10 to the right. Are we together? So from this point here, I'll measure 10 and I'll measure another 10. From here also, I'll measure 10, measure another 10. So that point you see that I'm measuring will represent a center point. Long, short, long, short, long. Here also, long, short, long, short, long. I'll come here too, I'll do the same thing. Long, short, long, short, long. Hope you can see that. Then the radius of this arc you see is given to be what? That is given to be, we have it to be 10. So the radius is 10 also. So if from here to here is 10, can you see that? Meaning that I'll use that same 10 to draw my semicircle this way. I'll come here also, I'll draw my semicircle this way. I'll come here also, I'll draw my semicircle this way. I'll come here too, I'll draw my semicircle this way. Then I'll close it up. This, this, let me extend this too. So this is where we have. Then there's a circle in here, right? And that circle, the diameter is given to be 5. So I use 2.5. So that is very small. The 2.5 is very small. 2.5 should be somewhere around here. Alright. So I'll just come here. Then I'm going to draw it. That's what we have there. Let's now move to the plan. Come back to this. Let's move to the plan. So the height of the plan is given to be from here to here is 45. Then from the center of it, the radius of the bigger circle is given to be 40. So 45 plus 40, that's 85. So my entire height here is given to be 85. So 0 to 85 from this point here. So this is 85 here. Right? So I'm going to close it up this way. And I'll bring it down this way. Right? So what I'll simply do is just the thickness here is given to be 15, as you can see. So I'm going to measure 15. So radius of 15, 0 to 15. And I'll just close it up here with faint line. Can you see that? Then the next one we'll be having here will be that the diameter of this bigger circle, the smaller one is given to be 40, right? So but to get to that center, I'll measure 45. So let's measure 45 from this baseline here. I'll measure 45 up. This is 45. Right? So that will be a center line. I'll draw a long one. Short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. And I can just move it to this part here. Highest point. And I'll draw this way. Then the inner one is 20, which is from here to here. Can you see that? Then I'll bring this straight down. Then the base moves straight down. And this is moving from here to this point. Then the fillet is very small, just 3 millimeter. Here also 3 is very small. So let's close it up. And here too. Then this particular one, the center line, this guy is hidden. Looking in from this side, you cannot see here. So we're just reproducing what we have here. This is center line. The other center line. right? So this point, let's put from here a long, short, long, short, long. Even here too, long, short, long, short, long. So the key is here. The circle is going through. Can you see that? So the remaining one is just I don't know, the radius of it's very, it should be negligible since it's very small. That is the one moving from this center point, from this end to the other end here. Very, very small. Too small. So I can just easily let me just draw it out. So this is what we have here. We have drawn this out. So the question now says that we should draw the view, the sectional front elevation AA. Now AA means we'll cut it from the center here. If you look at our diagram, there's a line, and at this point here, we placed AA at this point. Place an arrow like this, then another arrow like this. I will place something here this way, another one here this way. I will say A A. And so that means you are cutting it from here. So when you cut it open from here, the question is, what are you going to see? If I cut it, section it, meaning that this will be exposed. So here will become visible line because it will be exposed. So I'll make it to be visible. Can you see that? All here will be exposed to, I'll make it visible. Because you are cutting it open. So you are exposing any hidden feature that is after the line. So here we tick into, here also will be thickened. Here too will be thickened. Because once you cut it, all these lines will be what? Exposed. So you can see them one on one. Alright? Then after that, you will now start sectioning. Even this that we have here will also be exposed. Right? So we'll now start sectioning it using your 45 degrees set square. So from here, I'll draw, here also, why am I not sectioning here? Because of the hole. You're only sectioning where the cutting plane cuts through. You cannot cut through a hole because there's a hole there, so there's no friction. That the cutting plane is not touching the body because there's a hole, but it's cutting here through, right? So even all this place too. This is what we have in here, right? Nothing will touch the hole, even here also. because it's going through. That's why the hidden line was showing you earlier. So this is our answer to that question. Is that taken? This side here, the section line will not reach here or this part because of what? Um, it is not touching it. Is that taken? Now we'll move forward. Now the question now says that we should add a sectional end view BB. So when you look at sectional end view BB, if you look closely, look at BB means you are cutting it from this side. If you check closely, you see a cutting plane that is coming in like this. And the arrow is facing here like this. I will have P here. I will also have what? B here. So when you cut it, you're looking at it from this side. So first of all, let's draw the end view. Since it is third angle projection, the end view will be here. The end view is always opposite, is always close, opposite the what? The front elevation, either in front or behind. Now it is behind. So I'll just draw my 45-degree here. This point here. And I will project this way. And I'll bring this baseline this way. Then this should be coming down. Can you see that? And this will be coming here this way, the thickness. Then the hole here, because you are cutting it open. So on a normal day, it's supposed to be hidden line. Let me just draw it first. Here also hidden line from here. Right. Then here will be ticking from this part straight up. Then here also. If you're looking from this side, you'll be seeing this curve as a straight line. Right. Then what is again the key? If I should project it this way, and I project it this way, and I'll bring it down. So here too will be hidden. We have not sectioned it yet, we're only just drawing it normally. Right. Then the next one will be this here. You can't see this if you're looking at it from that side, because we're looking at it like this. So here will be hidden line. Here too what hidden line. Right? Now what is remaining? So if we're now cutting it from here, this line will be exposed, so now become thickened. Here too will be what? Thickened. Even the circle here also will be exposed. Here will be also what? Thickened. Here will be also what? Thickened. Because you're cutting it through that circle that is there. The base here too, I'll thicken it. Right? And where will I expose again? Now let's see if you cut it open here. And you cannot see this line here. Initially from the front, it will be a thickened line that you can see that. So but then you now cut it open, here will become hidden. So I'm going to draw my hidden line here. Because you cannot see it when you cut it open, that place will be hidden. Right? Then what else again do we have? This center line here. Long, short. Then here will be thickened. So now we'll start sectioning. so it will not go through. Then here also, all the side will be exposed, right? It will be exposed. So I'm only putting this hidden like when you cut it through, right? This part here you cannot see them, so it will still be hidden. While this other part here, you can't see from that part too, so it will be hidden also. So I can decide to just put this is what we have. Looking at from this side. So don't always forget to put in your dimension, and it's better to put your dimension as shown in the diagram. Having in mind that from here to here is something as saying from this end to this end all together. And we can still add more thing. See this here you have here. If I project this here and I project this here, they're coming down. So this is where they belong. So when you cut it out, it will not be obvious. It will be hidden here also. If I bring it down here also. So if you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.